everyone. Welcome to another Fridays on 42nd Street. This week I am here at the Playhouse with Leanne, and Jack Wellman is going to be assisting me this morning a little bit. Yes, you're going to help me? So we're going to talk about the upcoming auditions. I know lots of people have been very patient and had a lot of questions about it, and thank you for being flexible. I'll stop saying that buzzword flexible after this sentence. But you know, usually we spend a number of months preparing for these situations, and we are doing it really quick, so just keep rolling with us. It's gonna be fine. So since last January, we've been using Casting Manager to do our auditions. Some of you may be used to downloading forms and finding a printer and filling them out and bringing them to the Playhouse, and you no longer have to do that. It's all online. I don't have a computer and I don't want to do something online, you might say. Well, that's okay. You can just show up at auditions, except not this one time. I'll deal with that in a minute. And we can help you out with any digital needs that you have if you just come to auditions in general. In COVID times, however, we are only doing video submissions for the first round of auditions. So this is great as long as you have a phone or a device that you can record yourself on, or you have a friend who has that and will help you. You can submit an audition from your house and you don't need to come here and be exposed to a bunch of people. So let's walk through that process. Jack, do we have any puppets who would like to audition today? Who's going to come to our auditions? Okay, great. This is Snake. Does the snake have a name? Okay. No? What's his name?
Pete.
Pete? Okay. So Pete the Snake would like to audition. And he's just sitting at his house, okay? So he's going to go on to dmplayhouse.com. He doesn't have any arms, but he does like voice typing. And first we are going to exit out of this lovely pop-up, unless you want to stop and making a little donation. Okay, we're going to go to volunteer. We're going to go to audition. And we're going to scroll down and see your audition options. Yes, I and you, or weekend comedy. If you click this little link that audition details, it will take you on to the next phase of auditioning. But I highly, highly recommend that you read this information under here because it includes a lot of answers to questions that we've been getting. And it also has some really helpful tips for how to make a great recording of yourself to submit. We also have some volunteer safety guidelines during COVID-19, specifically for you to read to answer some more questions. And I think, you know, I could do a whole nother Fridays on 42nd Street about the measures we're taking to be safe during COVID-19. But the highlights are, if you don't feel safe coming here, you shouldn't come here yet. It's not going to be the right time for everyone. And I don't think there's a right or wrong way necessarily to do a lot of the things we're trying to do. We're all just doing our best. So if it makes you nervous, then it's not time for you yet. If you want to venture out safely, then virtual auditions at our callbacks, they will all be scheduled, and we won't have, I'm still trying to keep the number of people in a big room at any time, under 10, for rehearsals and callbacks. Everyone is masked, and we also have some face shields available if you want to add that. We sanitize on our way in and on our way out, and we rehearse in the biggest spaces we can find. We don't get close to each other. I like to label everyone's chairs like we did this summer, and label chairs so you have your own special actor chair and area. And many more things are included in these guidelines, and we'll have something even more comprehensive for audiences that's coming soon. Anyway, back to the fun stuff, auditioning. So I'm going to click, I want to audition for I and You. I'm too old for that show, but I'm still going to audition. And I'm going to click this giant blue text that says, click here to learn more about the audition process. Jack, could you be quiet for just one more minute, please? It's going to take me to Casting Manager, and it'll probably look like this for you. And you might be like, oh no, Pete the Snake, I don't have a login. So you just go right down here and you create an account, And then you never have to do that again for a Playhouse audition. After you do this once, you just log in every time you want to sign up for any auditions in the future. So I have an account, and so I logged in and it took me to this page. It's got some more of the tips on how to video, it's got a synopsis of the show, and down here it's got all the audition info. We have tabs that tell us what roles to play. If we want to schedule an audition, you're gonna click that button. Oh, did I get kicked out? No. If I want to schedule an audition for Anthony or Caroline, I think it just kicked me out. You'll click schedule an audition, and you will check the box that says video submission. Sorry guys, technology, am I right? Okay, so I'm gonna schedule an audition for Caroline. There's no slots available because you can only do a video submission. Boop! Video submission. Enter YouTube URL. If you have questions about how to make this work, please email me and I will send you further instructions, or find a friend who you know can help you do this. Yes? Also, at the end of the day, as long as you go through and fill out all of these questions, if your video submission isn't working, fill all the stuff out, still hit apply so that we have your information, we have all your conflicts listed here, and then you can email me something separately if you're having trouble with the video component of this, because we know all the glitches that happen, and don't worry if something isn't working with this, just send me a message and we will figure it out because we have the technology. Pete is going to audition for IMU. I'm sure he's going to do really well. Thank you, Jack. So that's my kind of quick overview of this. There's no paper form for you to print. This is all you need to fill out. I did want to clarify in terms of casting for IMU, the Lauren Gunderson, the playwright, only really specifies about these two characters that they are not the same race. And so I know a lot of productions, and even the script calls for an African American male to play Anthony. I would love and look forward to those auditions. But we can also, it also opens us up to someone of any gender and any race auditioning for any of those roles. So don't let that feel limiting to you. For weekend comedy auditions, there are 4 people in that show, 2 men, 2 women that are playing couples. And I think if you have a person who's already a partner or in your COVID bubble that is also a performer and you wanted to both audition, I think that it could be really cool to have some, we can keep people a little safer if we end up finding the right people for those parts, who might already be in each other's circles. Not a requirement, just a thought. I'm done with all my thinking and talking today. I've far exceeded my 3 to 5 minute goal in Fridays on 42nd Street. Thank you for listening to my spiel about auditions and casting manager. Katy Merriman at dmplayhouse.com is my email. It's also plastered everywhere on the auditions page. So don't let this be a stressor. Let it be a fun project. And please submit your audition videos by Monday, August 31st at 6 p.m. And then you will hear back from us. This is going to be great, you guys. See you next week.